Okay, hello everyone. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Darkside Phil here live on the stream. The first of two gameplay streams for you guys today. And yes, I mean that. Unlike yesterday, today there actually will be two gameplay streams, I promise. Today is Sunday, May 12th, 2019, and I welcome you all. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. So, before we even get started with any kind of gaming related stuff, I just like to say Happy Mother's Day to those of you who, number one, may be mothers. I don't know, the exact demographical breakdown of my streams and or those who watch my pre-stream videos on YouTube. But some of you out there might be mothers, so Happy Mother's Day. If not, definitely give your mother a shout out today if you can. All right, I understand some people may not have contact with their moms, or maybe your mom's not with us anymore, and I totally understand that, and I feel for you. But if that's not the case, if you do still have contact with your mom, and you at all have the ability to, reach out to her today, whether it's a hug, whether it's bringing her a gift, whether it's a phone call. For me, that's what it's going to be. I don't live on the East Coast anymore. And so for me, it's reaching out to my mom via a phone call and talking to her and letting her know, what's going on with me and how I'm doing and all of that jazz. Okay? So, hold on a second, guys, because I sneezed right before the stream started, and my nose is now bothering me. Give me a second. I'm going to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Yeah, allergies in full effect, for sure. This is the time of year. There's pollen in the air everywhere. My allergies are definitely in effect, bothering me. And right before I turned on the pre-stream, I sneezed, and then I started talking. I was like, oh man, my nose is like really bothering me. So, all right. So anyway, yeah, Happy Mother's Day. I'm not. I don't live on the East Coast anymore, but I still every weekend I call my parents to talk to them and let them know, what's going on with me and how things are going. And, today will be no exception. I'll call my mom and wish her a Happy Mother's Day. So if you at all can, please do. Please do so for your own mother, okay? Yes, Global Gamer, I did actually clean the air conditioning filter before I turned on the air conditioner. It was funny because I think it was you and like two other people on streams had actually reminded me earlier this week to do so. So I did give it a thorough cleaning, and yuck, it was like dirty as hell from last season, but now it's nice and clean. So anyway, welcome everyone to a full day of gameplay streaming. Today we're back to normal. We're back to the usual schedule kind of a deal. And I will be here for 5 more streaming days. Yeah, today's Sunday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 more straight days. I will be here streaming for you guys and gals, okay? What will I be doing? Well, we'll talk about that in just a moment. But this week we'll have a big variety of stuff between the conclusion of Days Gone, the continuation of my coverage of Mortal Kombat 11, probably either trying out new characters or maybe just doing some ranked gameplay with the characters I've already played with to see if I can do, any better with them. And combining that with, chill streams at night, plus the big new release this week, Rage 2, is finally coming out. After much hype and anticipation, we're finally going to be able to get our hands on Rage 2. So it should be quite the interesting week of gameplay streaming. Okay, good variety of stuff, a little bit of something for everyone. No matter what it is you're looking for, you're probably going to get a good amount of fun gameplay here on the streams, regardless. Okay? So, all that being said, my friends, let's talk now about what you guys can expect in the next few days. The first thing I do want to say, and we're going to leave it at this. You know, last couple days, there's been some drama. There's been some crap going on, as you guys know, because of, you know, some stuff that I did on Twitter. And the bottom line is that's kind of all in the past now. Things are calming down. If you are one of my new Twitter followers, one of my new followers here on YouTube, if you're watching this video on demand on YouTube, welcome. If you're a new stream viewer, welcome. Quite frankly, I didn't expect that anything that was, you know, on my Twitter was ever going to result in anything kind of positive for my streams. I'm just being honest. So it is what it is. If you are a newcomer, welcome, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, but I'm not someone who's all about drama. I'm not someone who's going to focus in on it constantly. And so I'm just going to let you guys know that's pretty much it. You know, last night I did a special stream, kind of addressing all the shit about me of the past many, many years. And I'm done with it now. You know, now we're moving on positively. I'm back to my normal gameplay schedule of, you know, constant streaming and gameplay fun and that kind of stuff. And that's that, okay? So there you go, guys. You know, it was funny because some people were like, "Oh my God, now every day, Phil, all it's gonna be about is drama and shit." No, I'm done with that crap. You know, I'm moving on. We're gonna have some fun with games, okay? So let's talk. What are we doing? Well, today my first gameplay stream is Days Gone, and it's actually looking likely that this may be the final stream of Days Gone, if not the next to last stream. Reason being, one or two people who've already played the game and beaten it have told me that I'm very much close to the end of the game. Like, what I'm doing now is basically considered, boy, someone just tipped me and it distracted the shit out of me. Let's try this again. Where I am in Days Gone right now is considered the end game of the game. Okay, so we're in the final segments, the final story development, etc. Now, there is a little bit of busy work here at the end of the game, where, you know, I have to do some fetch quests and the like, and, you know, not surprising, considering a lot of the gameplay of the game has been fetch quests up to this point to begin with, but we are in the final few missions here, and then I guess we unlock the final story path and we see what happens, alright? So if I beat it today, great. You know, if I beat it today, that's a good thing, because then I could focus in on the new release of the week, Rage 2, and, you know, alternating that, I guess, with Mortal Kombat and the like. If I don't beat it today, well, no skin off my back. You know, we still could take our time, maybe on later on in the week. Once, you know, I get my fill of the new release, Rage 2, then we can finish it up. Okay. So we'll see. We shall see, you know, what happens here. And go from there. All right, so 4 hours of Days Gone today. If I beat it, great. We'll see the conclusion. We'll see how it ends. The story has been really good, I'd say, for the last 14 hours of gameplay. It's actually been quite good. Except for the missions where or the parts where you have to burn out the stupid, you know, freaker nests. That's pretty much incredibly boring. And, like, I understand why it's in the game. I really do. But at the same time, like, they had to have known that it's not fun. You know what I mean? Like, they must have known when they made the game that burning out freaker nests was, like, the worst part of the game. But they were kind of like, I guess it's a necessary evil to have this kind of game. You need to have that in it. You know, but it is what it is. All right, so, yes, that's going to be today's first gameplay stream. I hope you guys are excited. Later tonight, I'll be doing a second gameplay stream. It will be Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Continuing on where we are in the game, we are currently just starting up Chapter 3/Case 3, where it appears there's been a Phoenix impersonator who has given him a bad name by losing a case on his behalf. So we're going to find out about that and see what the hell is going on. Okay, that's going to be tonight's late stream. Tomorrow, I'll be returning to Mortal Kombat 11. Okay, now I'm on the fence about what I want to do tomorrow. Here's why. I actually feel that between Sub-Zero and Garrus, I have two characters in this game that I feel like they're my style of characters. I like both characters. I'm just not very good with them. I haven't really focused in on playing with them because, as you guys know, every time I've been playing this game, I've been trying out a new character and then going into like their story modes and then doing online play and then doing some time towers and the like. So really, I haven't focused in too much on a single character up to now. But I'm being honest, I think that those characters I really like, and I think that I want to play with them more. So what I'm thinking is for tomorrow's stream for Mortal Kombat, instead of just saying, okay, try another new character, maybe I do a stream where the most of the stream we just do multiplayer with those two guys. And maybe I variate between the different versions of Garrus as well. Because Garrus has another version where he has a command throw that's really damaging. And I didn't use that version. I was using the other version where he has the command throw that pushes you to the wall. For spacing, and I think both versions are very good, don't get me wrong, but I think the other version may actually be better. So I'm actually thinking maybe I want to try out the other version of Garrus and mess around with him a little bit. So maybe tomorrow, the Mortal Kombat stream is multiplayer with Sub-Zero, and then with both versions of Garrus, and then maybe near the end of the stream, I take some time to go back to the crypt, because I haven't been there in a while now, and use all this stuff that I've accumulated to unlock stuff in the crypt. Maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. Because honestly, I'm kind of feeling like I want to play more with them rather than a new character. Alright. So that's probably going to be tomorrow's main gameplay stream, tomorrow night. We'll return to Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft now in, a while. And we want to go back and see if we can get the new villagers set up. And the thing is, I've tried twice now, and both times I failed. Mostly because I didn't really understand the mechanics. The first time I went to the village that I knew about, it wasn't set up to be the new kind of village. It didn't have the workbenches and things that you needed to have the villagers become higher level at what they're doing. Then I went to a new village camp that had spawned, and that one was screwed up because all the villagers were dead. Apparently they had all walked off a ravine and died. So, 2 sessions of Minecraft since the new update, neither has been very successful in doing anything with these new style villagers because I kind of, just had bad luck. So I'm thinking when I play Minecraft again on Monday night, I may have some luck, because what I'm going to do now is try to build the new style benches in the old style village with the villagers over there and see what happens, okay? So we'll see. Alright, we shall see. Okay, then on Tuesday, it's the big new release of the week. It's Rage 2, everybody. And I'm excited for Rage 2. As I've told you guys, I really enjoyed the Doom reboot from a few years ago, and I also enjoyed the past couple of Wolfenstein games. Rage 1, not so much. I actually think Rage 1 was kind of an overrated game that ended up not being so good. By the time it came out, it wasn't great. So, I'm hoping Rage 2 is better, and we'll see firsthand starting on Tuesday, okay? The big new release of the week. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to balance Rage 2 with other chill streams. So probably like Tuesday night, it'll be MLB The Show. Wednesday night, it'll be Black Ops 4 Blackout. So that way we've got variety. Then on Thursday, we're going to reassess to see what's going on. If you guys still want to see more Rage 2, I'll do another main stream of Rage 2. If you guys are kind of getting bored of Rage 2, then maybe I'll go back to Mortal Kombat for a stream. And on Thursday night, it may be the conclusion of Days Gone if I don't finish it today. Or, it could be more Mortal Kombat. It could be a chill stream. I don't know. We'll see. And then Friday is my day off for the week this week. So that's why I'm streaming 5 more days this week. Normally I wouldn't be streaming this much, but that's why there's 5 more, solid days of streaming coming up. Okay? All right, everybody. So that's the deal. That's what you can expect in the next week. I hope you guys are excited for the new stuff. It should be a good variety of stuff, and hopefully everyone, is satisfied, as they say. Alrighty then. So, ladies and gents, thanks very much. I'm just trying to think if there's any other housekeeping issues that I would like to address before we get to the gratuitous plug segment of the pre-stream. I'm not necessarily really thinking of much, at all. I think that things are going pretty good right now, and I want to keep it that way. You know what I mean? So I think maybe we just move on. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna plug in my phone here. Hold on. No one has reached out to me to appear on any show. It's funny because people are like, Phil, everyone's been on the internet's been talking about you for the past few days, in a positive light. You're right, but 0 people have reached out to me about being on a podcast. 0 people have actually reached out to me to talk to me about anything. And as I told you guys, I really haven't seen much of a positive impact when it comes to, like, streaming or whatever. Like I said, I actually noticed that my Twitter, I gained about 2,000 Twitter followers, okay? And my YouTube channel probably got, I want to say, like 200-300 new subscribers, but nothing significant. Nothing that I think is really going to impact anything around here. I think that it's kind of more business as usual, but now maybe at least those people who constantly shit on me are now kind of eating crow a little bit, because number one, for the first time in years, people are looking at me in a positive light for owning up to my mistakes. And number two, because I kind of addressed all the bullshit that they've, been spreading for the past 7 years last night and shot it all down. So in that regard, they really at this point are like, they're starting back from ground zero. You know what I mean? Like, all right, now we got to start from scratch to try to take down Phil again. And, they'll do whatever they want. I don't really care. As you guys know, I don't dwell on that shit. But no, I honestly don't think that we're going to be seeing, much in growth because of this. I think this is more of, people love hilarity on the internet and people love drama, but I'm not a drama guy. If I were a drama guy and I made a bunch of videos about everything going on right now, right? If I make a bunch of drama videos about all this stuff, then maybe my drama videos would have exploded and I would have got extra attention because of the drama, but I'm not. I do gameplay streams, and I don't really address the drama that much, if at all, most of the time. I'm more about just hanging out with you guys and having fun playing games. So, again, if I were a drama YouTuber and I was putting out a video about the whole situation, the video probably would have went viral and made me a ton of money and, been popular, but it's not what I'm about. The tweets that I put out are what they are. I'm glad people enjoyed them, and I'm glad that at least some people are seeing me in a positive light. But being that those tweets aren't what I do for a living, I don't necessarily think it's going to translate into anything too positive for me. No one's looking to have me on a podcast. No one's looking to check out my gameplay content because I made a tweet. You know what I mean? So, there you go, guys. That's just the God's honest truth about it. I just want to move on positively, and I want to say thanks to all of you who've been longtime supporters and keep me going. Speaking of which, perfect transition into the plug segment of the pre-stream. But, those of you who keep me going, for 11 years I've now been doing this. For, probably 8 years I've been doing it for a living. I never intended to. And there's been many ups and downs. At one point I was a full-time YouTuber who was very popular for doing, one style of gameplay video that a lot of people weren't doing. And then over the years I had to transition into direct capture, into live streaming. And now I'm a full-time live streamer. And after YouTube's revenue bottom fell out in 2017, it really has been you guys and gals and your kind of crowdfunding support that keep me going. Without your daily support, I wouldn't be here. All right, it's just being honest. 2 years ago, I would have lost everything if it weren't for you guys coming out and being so supportive on my streams. Okay, so thank you guys very much for all of that support. If you guys love my daily live streams, if you enjoy the new, or I say new, they're not really new anymore, the long-form YouTube videos over on DSPGaming, and you like everything about it, and you want to see it continue, and you want to see me continue to be able to do this for a living and just put out fun stuff for you guys on a daily basis, there are many ways that you can contribute. You can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. You can pledge there and earn yourself monthly perks depending on how much you pledge, or you can check out my merchandise shop at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming and get yourself a cool piece of fun merch, and also help me out a little bit, right? But if you're here live on the stream today, primarily probably the way you're going to want to contribute is either by cheering, subbing, or tipping, because if you do any of those things during the live stream, I will give you a shout out during the stream for your contributions. And as you also see at the top of your screens, we have a Stream Stats leaderboard where I update things like the top cheerer and top tipper of the day. So it's a way for you to get extra recognition. Now, please understand that this is my stream and it's subjective what I say and do on it. And so if you come in here with drama, if you come in here with insults, or if you're trying to derail the stream with politics or religion or those kind of things, I don't have to read it, okay? So, that being said, please consider contributing today. Everything is appreciated. Everything helps. As I said before, contributions are not mandatory. They're not even expected, but they are much appreciated. It keeps the stuff going around here. Without them, I wouldn't be here, okay? Now, a few things. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have made major headway with our monthly goal for subs, which is great. We're only 19 subscriptions away from hitting the monthly goal. If we hit the monthly goal of 500 subs, I'm going to be doing a special retrospective event where we go down memory lane, we watch back some of my older stuff, including things like gameplay, vlogging, reviews, old-time series like DSP Tries It and Cooking with the King, among many other things. I've done this 3 times in the past before, and every single time it ends up being a great time that's incredibly successful. People come out to watch this because they really like going down my 11-year journey. And it's really fun because I can react to some stuff for the first time I've never watched back. I can usually give you guys some behind-the-scenes commentary on everything going down. So it's really good. So please consider subbing. If you sub to the channel, all right, you get many benefits. The first benefit is access to over 30 emotes. The second benefit is you don't have to watch advertisements when I run them. And the third is you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter. Okay, pretty cool stuff, right? So please consider subbing. Only 19 to go. I mean, with only 19 to go and a new release coming out this week in Rage 2, it's pretty clear we can hit the goal as long as people are aware of it and they have, some kind of a incentive to sub, okay? Fair enough? All right, so the truth of the matter is, guys, right now, behind the scenes, things are not very good for me. I haven't been talking, about the specifics because I really don't think that you guys need to know about them. It's just stuff going down that's in my private life that you don't need to know of. But the bottom line is right now I am monstrously strapped for cash. I have like nothing. And I'm not getting paid by Twitch for a few more days. And when I get paid by Twitch, I'm getting paid way less than usual because I didn't work for a week last month. I was in Connecticut visiting my parents, right? So right now, the best way that you can support me if you want to help is to tip me. By tipping me, number one, I get those funds right away and they're all going straight to bills. Everything you're tipping me is going right to the bank account and clearing bills. That's number one. Number two, there's many ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you could click on. If you don't see that, you could type !tip into the stream chat. And that'll bring up a link. That'll bring you to my PayPal tips page. If you do decide to tip me, you could be anonymous. You don't have to give your name in a message. If you're afraid that, oh my God, if I tip Phil, there's so many assholes out there who stalk him, maybe they'll come after me. You could be anonymous, and that way, there's no way that they're going to know it's you. All right? Just throwing that out there. Also, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me. That's a misconception. You can actually use a debit or credit card. So please consider tipping me during today's stream if at all you can. It will help out the most more than anything else. And I do appreciate anyone who contributes in any way. I love the fact that you guys are so supportive. But I'm just saying right now the best way to help would be, to tip me. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and go to the shout-out segment. All right, and by the way, no Ornites, I don't get any bounties. I was basically blacklisted from the Twitch bounties program when my trolls attacked the two companies last year who I did a Twitch bounty for. They basically went after them and were like, how could you pay Darkseidfell for playing games and blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't even that I had done anything wrong. I was actually told that my sponsored streams were good, but that because I have an army of trolls that follow me around and harass the shit out of anyone who I have any kind of a sponsorship relationship with, that they wouldn't allow me to basically keep going with the program because these people don't want to be harassed. They're trying to get exposure for their game, not harassment on social media. So because of public harassment, I've been blacklisted from the fucking program. It's a fucking bullshit. But what can you do? That's life, right? Okay. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let us give shout-outs to those who have contributed, shall we? Shit. Why is my laptop not moving here? Come on. What the fuck? Okay, now, oh my God. It was like totally locked up. You heard me. I was pressing the button. You probably hear the click. It wasn't moving. Now it's finally moving. All right, so, first of all, overnight we had 2 new people who subbed. We had Avarith1122 as well as 5 Guy who both subscribed to the channel. So thank you guys very much for those overnight subscriptions. Abigail Rayfinger started things off today with a 325-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Abigail. Let's get you up as the top cheerer of the day so far. $325 bits. Thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Hank, what's up, Hank? He tipped me $1. He says, I just saw your Life is Strange 2 playthrough. Just woke up. Maybe an idea to put the camera on the other side of the screen when the most riveting part of the game, the stats, come on screen. He's talking about the very end when they show the stats of what happened during the episode. Couldn't see the numbers. What a yawn fest this game has been. Good suggestion, Hank. I would love to do that. Problem is, I probably will forget by the next time the episode comes out because, as you know, it takes like 4 months for them to release an episode. But if you remind me for the next episode, I absolutely will do that. It doesn't really matter what side of the screen my face is on for, you know, a narrative-style game like that. I agree with you. It's been pretty bad. Like, the first episode was kind of very highly political, and then they ended up doing kind of a twist ending that was interesting. The second episode, again, was kind of a snore fest, and then it got good when they kind of interacted with Captain Spirit, and you had that plot line. This third episode was bad. I'm sorry, the third episode was just a stinker. It was them interacting with a bunch of potheads, and it just wasn't interesting to me. Maybe if you're that kind of person who lived the free and open lifestyle where I don't want to be tied down and have a home, instead I just want to be moving and seeing the sights, and I don't understand it. It's kind of a hippie lifestyle, and that's not me for sure. That's like the opposite of me. So, not to say that I wouldn't want to travel and see things, but I would very much like to have a nice home to live in, and, you know, I don't care about not having ties. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that was the whole episode, and it really didn't interest me at all. I actually, no lie, almost fell asleep a few times during the first hour of it. Then at the end, they have like a big twist to try to hook you for the episode 4. It's like, maybe if the whole game was as good as the 2 minutes of twist that you have at the end of every episode, then I would be like, wow, this is great. But Life is Strange 2 so far for me has not even been like a tenth as good as the original Life is Strange. It's just pretty bad, man. So, I'm sorry, it's just really a shitty plot. So, it is what it is. There's 2 more episodes coming up later this year, so we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay. Continuing on, Bent Boxer Cheers says you're in yesterday's PewDiePie video. Congrats. Yeah, but as usual, I heard that he took a stab at me, and it is what it is. This is what the guy does, you know. Punch down, as they say. Punch down, right? Despite the fact that, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to talk about it because all it's going to do is piss me off. So, fuck it. Go ahead, punch down, big boy. You're such a big, tough guy, right? Punch down. Kill Bill. Cheered. He says, do you really think people believe half the stuff that you discussed on last night's stream? I honestly think it's just detractors that start it and run with it. Your actual fans probably see through the lies. Sad that some people's personal lives must be what it must be like to devote so much time to hurt others. Okay? Well, the bottom line, Kill Bill, is do I think that people who actually come by and watch my content believe any of the things that we talked about last night? Probably not. The problem is, not many people come by and watch the content who hear this stuff. You see what I mean? Like, if the first interaction you ever have with someone who's a content creator on the internet is hearing any of that slanderous stuff that we talked about last night, chances are you're not going to give them a shot. You're going to be like, I don't want to go watch that guy. All that shit that we heard about him, I don't want to check him out. And that's the problem. You know, before that slanderous stuff became a popular meme, which is exactly what happened. It became memeable material. Oh, Darkside Phil, he's the butt joke of the internet because of this and this and this. But all that stuff's false, you know. Before that happened, I was able to actually get new viewers and new followers on a regular basis. There was actually a time of the year that, you know, I call it the hardcore gaming season. When people would come by and watch me play all the hot new releases in the fall, I was one of the go-to guys to cover all the big new releases. And, you know, a few years ago, that all kind of went away when so much slander and shit just hit me that I lost that. And there's not much I could do about it, you know? Like, it doesn't matter how many times I defend myself or I debunk or tell you the truth. People will choose to believe what they want dependent on their maturity level. And sadly, I hate to say it, the common internet viewer is not very mature. They're on the internet for drama. They're on the internet for hype. They're on the internet for whatever reason that's not a very mature reason. And so they hear a bunch of shit about me, and they just want to believe it for the sake that it gives them laughs. It gives them the lulz, as they say. But in reality, you know, the stuff that is said about me isn't true at all. You know, there are, you know, last night I did fess up to a few mistakes that I've made over the years, you know. And I'll be very honest, there are things that I've done wrong that, you know, that I think some people still harp on to this day. You know, a mistake I made 9 years ago and they still talk about it. You know, it's ridiculous. But outside of, you know, those few times when I kind of made a few big mistakes, most of the things that people don't like me for aren't even true. So, Kill Bill, you're right. For someone who actually watches my content and comes and hangs out with me on a daily basis and all that, no, I don't believe that those people think that that stuff's true. The problem is, it's a common meme or misconception about me to believe in a meme that is a negative about me. So, perfect example is this past few days, right? Look how, people are talking about me in a positive light for the first time in years. Have we seen much of a positive impact? Like I said, I got a couple thousand new Twitter followers, a couple hundred new YouTube followers. I haven't seen an impact on the streams. I haven't seen an impact on the YouTube viewership. That's what I mean. There's not people coming in droves to come watch the stuff. Instead, it's just, let's have a drama meme on the internet, on Twitter, and that's it, and they move on. And that's kind of sad, because that's what the internet's all about now. If I were a drama YouTuber, I might have seen a ginormous spike. But that's not what I do. So because I'm not part of the drama that these people propagate and spin and turn into stuff, it doesn't really matter that, I had a flash in the pan spike of popularity. It doesn't translate to anything good, really good. So the same thing with these memes is that, when they become popular, because people are drama, they just believe them. And it's funny because I pretty much last night went through and explained a ton of shit for the first time, right? And some people are like, wow, that all makes sense. Now I kind of understand the situation. I'm glad Phil did this, because now all in one place, he's kind of talked about all the crap people talk about him. And, I'm sure it feels good for him to get it off his chest. And maybe some people now will actually, give him a chance. But in reality, most people who already believe that shit, number one, will never watch that video or watch that stream. Or number two, they've already got it ingrained in their minds that, I'm the lol cow, or whatever they say it is. And so they don't care. Even though I have logically countered the vast majority of things that people say about me negatively, they won't care. They will still continue to believe and continue to make fun and continue to keep making shit up just because they can, because this is how they get their laughs. It's on my expense, at the expense of my livelihood, at the expense of my well-being. They'll just continue to do this shit, So, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's life, I guess, at this point for me. I would love it to change and get better, but who knows, right? All right, well, the Archangel 007 has resubscribed for 17 months. Thank you very much to the Archangel for the subscription. In fact, I guess what we'll do is check sub count again, right? Let's see here. A second here. We're at 484 subs. Very nice. We actually went up even more, guys. So we're actually only 16 subscriptions away. Only 16 subscriptions away from hitting the goal for the month. So please consider subbing. We're that close, guys. Today's the day to make it happen if we can. All right? All right, continuing on. Hank tipped me $10. Thank you very much, Hank. So he now goes up from a $1 top tip to a $10 top tip. Let's go ahead and update that. That gets us up to, oops, what the hell? That gets us up to $11 in tips for today. Very nice. And Hank says, I am really looking forward to see Rage 2. After rewatching your Rage playthrough, I'm really excited to see if it's at least just as good. Now with direct capture and better sound, this will solve a lot of problems. Take your time with Days Gone. Yeah, I'm back, we were talking, Rage 1 was what? 9 years ago? No. 6 or 7 years ago? I'm trying to remember exactly when Rage 1 released. But at that point, what I was doing, I played it on PC. Yeah, I actually played it on PC, but I had it hooked up to my television in my living room. And I had my camera pointed at the TV, and I was recording it that way. And there was a lot of issues with my video quality back then. Let's be honest here. Okay, let's be very honest here. It was a camera that would not adjust colors or anything properly at all. At all. So whenever there was a desert or snow, it would look shitty. And in particular, with that playthrough Rage, a lot of people complained that it looked so blue that it really just did not look like a very good playthrough. And I was like, yeah, I know one of the good things about the game is the visuals. And it didn't come through in my playthrough back then. Keep in mind, that was before direct capture was like more mainstream and easy to do. It was actually harder to do back then. Now it's so simplified with these devices now that you buy, and you could just, you know, capture easily. But back then, it wasn't like that, right? So, you know, you're right. With Rage 2, it should look a lot better, and, you know, with all the gameplay things that are being implemented in this new game, looks like it's going to be very different from the original Rage. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. Okay, an anonymous dollar tipper says it's crazy that there are people on YouTube that stream your content. These people have no life and no original content. I mean, if you rely on someone else turning on their stream for you to actually put out something on the internet that people want to watch, yeah, that's sad, you know? And it's funny because some people are like, well, sometimes these guys do original content, and every once in a while, you know, it gets some attention. Great. Why don't you do that all the time? Instead of stealing from someone else, instead of making a name off of someone else, why don't you show that you actually have talent and do some fucking constructive, productive stuff yourself? But the bottom line is, that's too hard. That's too hard for them to do. They actually have to steal from others and lampoon others in order to get any kind of real attention. And if I were to go away, so would they. And they know that, but they don't really care, because they've made a name for themselves by, you know, making fun of me. So it is what it is, right? Again, I don't dwell on these people. I don't watch their shit. I don't pay attention to it, because if I all day was just standing here talking about them and debunking the things they say about me and stuff, I would never put out original content of my own. I'd be so busy, you know, just talking about them. It's not worth it. It's a waste of time, right? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for a supportive pre-stream. What I'd like to do now is, for the last time this week, give a shout out to the top cheerers. And the reason I say that is because it's Sunday, and on Sunday nights, Twitch auto resets the cheering leaderboard. So you may see this leaderboard right now on the top of your stream chat if you're watching on the desktop version of Twitch. This is a running leaderboard where Twitch automatically tallies the top cheerers of the week. Today is your last chance if you want to cheer and get in on that leaderboard, because it will be resetting overnight. Okay, it goes back to 0. Give everyone a fresh chance to get up on it starting on Monday. So, that being said, let's go ahead and let us give a shout out to the top contributors of the week. In 10th place this week, we had Yummy Yum Yum. Or maybe Yummy Yum Yums. I got cut off here. In 9th place, Abigail Rayfinger. In 8th place, Mirasaki Raven. 7th place goes to Judicious Echoes. 6th place went to Vote Democrat. 5th place is Mr. Papavero. 4th place, Freddie B. Mackin. 3rd place, The Almighty Turban. 2nd place, Golden Colts. And 1st place this week, Infinite 55. So thanks all of you for your support this week with your cheers, and much appreciated. All right. Last reminder before we get started with Days Gone gameplay here. The best way for you to support me today is by tipping me. I really do need the support with tips, so please consider tipping me if you at all can. There are 2 ways that you can tip me. The first is to look below the stream, where there is a button that says Tips Jar you can click on, and you can either be anonymous or leave your name in a message. Or you can type !tip into the stream chat, and that will bring up the link you can click on to leave me a tip. You know, I really need the help right now, so anyone who tips me, thank you very much. I'm very appreciative of your support, okay? Shout out to Anthropophagus, who has subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much, Anthropophagus, for the resub. That is appreciated. Okay? Fair enough, everybody? Alright, I think it's now time to begin with Days Gone. Endgame, as I said, we are near the end, so we may actually beat it today, depending on how things go. I guess we'll see. The final kind of, collection / busy work missions before we head into the final leg of the story. So, good stuff, right? Alrighty. Alright, guys. That's it. Let's end the pre-stream and let's begin.